It was almost 2 decades I completed in one company. So when I am in one company, honestly, the leadership is all about to lead people. You know, it is about delivering results always, because results are more important at the end of the financial year, but with consistency. I am grateful to FCL management to choose me as a CEO. First of all, the MD chairman, the EDs, the IDs.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, a podcast series by the Directors Institute World Council of Directors. I am Rajesh Joshi, and today we have the privilege of speaking with a dynamic leader who's been at the forefront of the global textile and chemical industries for over 2 decades. From driving innovation in textile auxiliaries to leading a publicly listed company, Mr. Arindam Choudhuri has proven time and again that leadership is all about vision, collaboration, and relentless pursuit of excellence. He's held pivotal roles at Fineotex Chemical Limited and Britacell Silicons, spanning markets from India to Europe. And today, he's here to share his journey with us. Thank you so much for being here, Mr. Chaudhary. We are absolutely thrilled to have you on FaceTime with Leaders. Your career and insights are truly inspiring.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joshi. Good morning to all of you. And I am very much thankful to the Director Institute World Council of Directors for allowing me this opportunity to be featured on FTWL, which is a short form of what the interview
FaceTime
is
with
belong to.
Leaders.
Yeah. Thank
Absolutely, absolutely, Mr. Chaudhary. The pleasure is all ours.
Yeah.
Mr. Chaudhary, to start this conversation, with over 2 decades of experience spanning across sales, marketing, product development, and business management, you've not only witnessed but actively shaped the evolution of the industry. When you look back at your journey, are there any specific moments or challenges early on that you feel truly defined the path you took? The kind of moments that when you reflect on them now, you realize they were pivotal in shaping the leader you are today.
Yes, well, being in a key marketing portfolio, I handle in my entire 2 decades of career, marketing of Indian chemical company products against the multinationals. Company belongs to Europeans and Americans. So the previous, in my experience in my early stage, I faced the problem of Indian company to be global. So now people are talking about make in India and the globalization happen, and the social media has giving a lot of exposure. But in my early days in 2004, 5, 6, that time it's only me. So when I visit to customer as an Indian company, the platform sharing, sometimes I face a big challenge over European and American, and where I faced issues where I always say like that, see, the books are same, technology
Mhm,
is same. It's not about that India or Germany. So what we have our own skill, our own knowledge to solve any resolution at the customer end is the key.
mhm,
And how
mhm,
fast we do that was the most important activity. So fruits small or big in a bunch got a same value in a marketplace, I feel so. So similarly, in how my career has been progressed, I understand its size doesn't matter. It's okay. So understand a big company, small company, but the end of the day, am I beneficial for my customer? That is the
mhm,
outmost concern. And second challenge which I face in my career from the very first decade is my age. So the industry I belongs to is more mainly we called experience based industries. It's
mhm,
not about the skill and knowledge. So when a young techie is coming out from the technological institute after having a BTech degree, and then they go for management degrees, so still
mhm.
in the industry there was a lacuna about the age, which
Okay.
I always face a challenge in my promotional days or in my performance days, that how the lad will come and resolve a company or run a company. So these are the
Mhm,
two basic challenges in my early days I face, which I you know which I always face with my 4D principle, which I always follow, my initial days of career is a decency, is a decorum,
Mm-hmm.
dedication, and discipline. So,
Wow.
like a army rule. So this
Mm-hmm.
4D always helped me to drive my passion towards my work. And with, converting negative moment with a positivity. And moreover, I always take care of my customers and my fellow colleagues with my EQ, not my IQ. So I
Mm-hmm.
always try to be, adaptive with the situation, fast adaptation, best results. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Fascinating to hear how these early challenges shaped your approach to leadership and success. It is always inspiring to hear from someone who has navigated such a dynamic journey so early on, if I may say so. Mr. Chaudhary, taking the reins of Finotex Chemical Limited as CEO in 2021,
Yeah.
you've not only been steering a public listed company through challenging times, but also shaping its future.
Yeah.
Looking back at your journey so far, what are some of the milestones that have really stood out to you? The moments that made you feel proud? How do they align with your personal vision for where you want to take the company in the years to come?
Yeah, see, it was almost a 2 decades I completed in a one company. So when I am in a one company, I have many great colleagues,
Mhm.
many friends, many projects I handle, lot of customers I attend. So always there is a live events. It's like a one time in life opportunity I got. Oh, and I am very much thankful to my ex managements and my colleagues who have given me that opportunity. So when I see to go for a new role as a CEO of a public listed company, I always take it as a challenge.
Mhm.
It's a challenge for me to at the age of 39 to become a CEO of a public listed company with a 5,000 crore market cap. It's something again the same trauma by age, how this lad will manage with a investor relationship and everything. So okay, see, for me, honestly, the leadership is all about to lead people. you know
Mhm.
it is about delivering results always, because results are more important at the end of the financial year, but with consistency. It
Right.
cannot be like sometimes good, sometimes bad. So in my entire career graph, I always give a growth to my company. it,
Mhm.
it, it does never have a negative growth. That's my key. And my passion towards business is that I am proud that I managed to instill confidence in my entire team, because as a leader I feel I hardly operate alone. It was always a bunch of people with me. So as a
Right.
leader during my early days of career, I always try, I always try to deliver through my team, always. So my
Mhm.
journey is all about successful projects, big projects, medium sized projects, which I handle with a purpose driven, accompanied vision with a high sense of urgency. Because for
Mhm.
me,
Mhm.
when my customers are in problem, I have to resolve first to get it
Right.
benefited, to be
Right.
their best, vendor. So that was my approach to a business. So when I see this company was a medium range of company, so as I said, I had a very good industry background. My I always liked by my clients, my customers. So I try to fetch this opportunity for a betterment of this company to go in a faster rate, which I am
Mhm.
proud that in last 3 years we have every year we have a growth of 40%, which in the difficult time
Wow.
phase. Okay,
Wow.
so every project I handle in my early career was purposeful, with a clear goal and vision, and most important, time frame. It is always
Mhm.
a time frame oriented, because accountability was the key.
Right.
So
Right.
my customer problem is my problem. So this is equation which giving me a better edge over my competition always in my life. So,
Mhm.
so for me, leadership is not an accident. It cannot be an accident that I am an accidental leader. No,
Right. Right.
leaders are made those who think a legacy, because I want to make my history. So I want that somebody in future will judge me that what kind of leader he was, like that.
Mhm.
That was
Mhm.
my passion, to be in a number one in the race, early, with young age, with more achievements. So that was me. It is always I love to be one step ahead than my fellow competitors.
Wow, wow. Phenomenal, phenomenal. It is incredible to hear how your leadership has steered Finotex through these milestones, Mr. Chaudhary. It is clear that your vision isn't just about business, but also about building something lasting for the future. The best part about leaving a legacy that you just mentioned, Mr. Chaudhary, you had the incredible responsibility of managing operations and product development across diverse international markets from India and Bangladesh to Europe and Africa. That's no small feat, especially with the complexities of varying cultures, regulations, and customer needs. Looking back, what were some of the most significant challenges you faced in this global role, and what strategies or mindsets did you adopt to navigate them successfully?
Well, it is the most challenging task, I should say like that, because as
Mhm,
a young leader, from a technical sales executive to a CEO of a listed company in 18 years.
mhm,
So it is always a big challenge. So see, time frame was the very crucial for my career path, and I am very obliged and thankful to my ex-management and my new management, my bosses, my co-workers in every department which I handle. In 2 decades, I almost handle product development, lab, research and development, marketing manager, business development manager, export manager, business head. So it's a journey, 2.5 years time span, growth, dependability on my shoulder, and bringing new clients and new you know sphere of the earth. So I believe apart from a language barrier,
mhm,
there was a cultural disparity in new market. It is a very complex global business circle.
mhm.
Sometimes human skin play a role, sometimes Indian. So when I go, some customers, they don't like India, so I have to be their own shoes, so to make them feel that yes, he is a dependable guy for the business as a vendor. So
Right.
it's a particular problem of a leadership. For me, what I understand, the other company failure to communicate well.
Mhm.
you know that is the main business juncture. If you cannot communicate, then the business will go on like that,
Right.
in
Right.
a neutral country. And
Right.
then I think accountability and alignment with the responsibility goals, what your customer need and want, how you
Mhm,
understand quickly, and how you adaptive to change of the culture, language, how you understand that decorum, what they like, what they don't like, what is your communication skill, like in China, different, Japan, Taiwan, one kind of attitude, professional. When you are in Germany, you have to be like a German. So it's all about human skill. And
mhm, mhm.
moreover, you have to love what you do. If you don't
Right.
love, then gone. It's a serious case of, like 6:30 kids is asking to go school.
Mhm,
Because if you
mhm,
don't like and no energy, then it is a lacuna. So for me, I feel I have managed my organization and my businesses with my thorough leadership,
mhm,
with a
mhm.
certain must-have proposition in my personal values, like honesty, humility. Okay, because I create more followers. Okay,
Right. Right.
so when I create more followers, then the business is easy to move. So you know all I want is a leader that could be trusted, to be strong from honesty, take courage and self-confidence.
Wow.
So effective leadership team with complement of each other weakness and strength. So sometimes this all country which you said, it's not alone. My distributors play a pivotal role. My
Mhm.
agents, my fellow colleagues, my different team members, they also play an important role with me. It's not only me.
Right.
It's not about me. It's about us, the team. I
Right.
drive the team and I'm happy that I successfully drive it. That's it.
Wow, wow. It's really impressive to hear how you manage to not only navigate these challenges, but also turn them into opportunities for growth and innovation. Your ability to adapt and lead through complexity is truly inspiring, Mr. Chaudhary. Mr. Chaudhary, slightly going back, during your tenure at Brita Cell Silicons, You played a pivotal role in managing field operations and expanding the brand's presence across various international markets. Expanding a brand globally, especially across diverse cultural and business environments, is a significant challenge. Looking back on those years, could you share some of the key strategies you employed to build strong relationships, appoint distributors, and strengthen the brand's position on the global stage? Additionally, which of these strategies do you consider to have been the most personally rewarding to you?
Well, it is a very, very important question on my career, and
Mhm,
I thanks to you and your team for highlighting this thing, because when somebody achieves something, people say that he have achieved it. When he how he achieved it, what was the strategy was implanted, and how difficult it was, how sacrifice, that was the main key.
mhm,
No, in my management study, somebody told me that, like, on leadership, this leadership is not a position, it's not about any, it's a position. It's the ability to influence and inspire others. So my hardcore strategy whenever I drive any of my team, or any of my opportunity to lead a fragment of a company,
mhm,
we have to embrace change. Change was the most important things. Means you cannot stick to any fixed plan or fixed strategy. It is live strategy. So adaptation of changing environment. Sometimes I'm in this country, so that country environment I have to adapt. Okay. And as I said, I am a techie. So the
mhm.
techie, the innovation, product management, every time new customer, something new, things is come up with new problem solution attitude. So positive mind frame. The most key is positive mind frame and just do it attitude. Means I cannot be fail.
Mhm,
So my
mhm,
strategies are always positive. I will do it with short span of time. I will solve the problem of customers. See, we always use this proverb: operation successful, patient died. That's
mhm,
not the key. See,
mhm.
when customer call you abroad, you have to resolve faster mode, make them relief, let them sleep well. So there are, celebrate different views when you are in a team, how to resolve the problem. So you have to understand the team members, how to resolve
Right,
the problem. So you have to act as a mentor. You cannot have to do everything alone, because once you do
right.
alone, you cannot make in a short span of time the problem resolving. And I personally encourage the age diversity hires, because
Mhm,
for me,
mhm,
age is nothing. It's
mhm,
all about a particular year, how many hours you work, rather than a club of years where you work 8 hours, where in a particular guy works 16 hours a day for 20 years, then at the 40 years experience is equal for me.
mhm,
So how
mhm.
much client you have attained, how much problem you have resolved, that is your experience, not the years. That's what
Right.
the strategy which I opt. And obviously scope, stage, level playing field. These are the strategy we always opt for the brainstorming session. We always give a equal scope to understand the customer centric approach. And I always try to lead my team with empathy, with a key strategy like I follow. I told you earlier also is EQ, emotional
Mhm,
regulation.
mhm, mhm,
Over always like a techie, always say IQ is good. But
mhm.
now as a business, EQ should be must.
Right.
So that was the main thing which I understand. Empathy, obviously, and have to understand the customer perspective on the subject. Always, we cannot put on what we have. We have to
Mhm,
understand the need one. We have to do the SWOT analysis. Then how fast we can resolve the customer query with a confidence. Customer should understand you are confident to resolve it. Otherwise,
right.
they will make all bunch of people, and then there is a lot of vendor management is going on in the different part of the global business venture. So
Right.
business dealing with long bond with a relationship with the customer is my key strategy,
Mhm,
which is given me a pace when I transfer my role. So my those old customer give me an enormous support in my new role. So that is my key to have a higher growth pattern, higher trajectory. So
mhm,
well, yes, it's all about unfolding genius in each. So everybody in my team is a leader.
mhm,
Everybody.
mhm,
I just
mhm.
have to find out exactly what skill he have, and I
Okay.
make my team. Okay, so it is like it involves getting people to unleash their potential and getting them to their best. So once
Mhm.
you have a best people surround you with best potential, and you as a mentor, as a leader, understand their skill, put that skill in a perfectly in a connecting dot stage, customer happy.
Great, great. That's really, really interesting, Mr. Chaudhary. It is clear that your approach to both the challenges and the opportunities in global markets truly shaped the success of Beta Cell Silicons. Mr. Chaudhary, you've already achieved so much from transforming businesses to driving international growth. Looking ahead, what exciting goals or dreams are you setting for yourself in the coming years? What's next for you, both personally and as a leader? We'd love to hear about the next chapter of your journey.
See, to be honest with you, I have achieved mostly my all personal goals, which was dream in my college or in my higher educations and all. I
Mhm,
become a younger CEO in my trade when I compete average age maybe 10-15 years average
mhm,
difference. So that was my vision in 2011 that I want to be a CEO in my trade at the age of 38, 39, below 40 definitely. So now after studying this DI course, I am now looking after at least a managing director or executive director in next 2 years time span with my
mhm,
CEO experience and the board experience. But the most important things which I personally, my vision, my goal is this made in India. So
mhm,
I am
mhm,
holding a huge plant which is around 1 lakh tons. We are the biggest exporters from India right the moment. So this made
mhm,
in India concept to spread my company product at least globally to 70 to 100 countries is my
mhm,
vision. And the manufacturing, we are a key and we are already exporting around 69, 70 country. I want to
mhm.
make my company more visible
Okay.
from every part of chemicals. So
Mhm,
either it is health and hygiene, either it is cleaning specialties, either it is energy solutions, textile chemicals. So in next 3 years, my goal is to make the turnover 100%. Again,
mhm,
with
mhm.
around 35% average year growth. So that
Right.
is my more uh, professional goal. Because personal goal, I feel well, if I my professional goal are through, my personal goal will be through. And I want to drive a business with more innovation, with the
Mhm,
sustainability
mhm.
is the key in my mind at the moment. Because I personally believe what we do not create, we cannot destroy.
Right.
So being a chemical field, a chemical factory, I always in my mind survival of mankind. So
Mhm.
with my innovation, with my product development, with my team, with my R&D, I want to drive a beautiful sustainable company with a higher growth trajectory and made in India on top.
Wow, incredibly inspiring, Mr. Chaudhary, to hear how you're already looking ahead to the next big steps. With such a clear vision for the future, we have no doubt that your leadership will continue to make a significant impact. Mr. Chaudhary, as the CEO of Finotex Chemical Limited, a publicly listed company, you hold a pivotal role in driving the company's strategy and growth. Given your leadership responsibilities, I'm curious to know how your experience in the boardroom has shaped your decision making process. How do you approach key strategic discussions with the board, and what's your philosophy when it comes to corporate governance at such a high level?
Well, I am grateful to FCL management to choose me as a CEO. First of all, the MD chairman, the EDs, the IDs. I'm for the learning and opportunity I got here is enormous. To help grow both personally and professionally. I have it's an amazing journey of 4 years. Like they adapt me in a very well versed, open mindedness. They understand my strategies. They allow me to work on my way in the businesses. So when I am outsider, step in from another company with 18-year experience, managing the new team, bringing
Mhm.
a shape towards a future goal, setting goals, plans. So okay, we have in the boardroom, it is always good. I should say like that. They are very adaptive. They're very helpful for understanding the views, logic. We have sometimes proactive discussions also. It's okay. So, like I say, I was always grateful to my previous management to give
Mhm.
me, all my seniors and juniors to give me their support guidance, belief, trust. Same thing I'm getting here right now. I Actually, as a techie was not very, very good in the corporate governance and, like CSR and the finance CFO, these kind of portfolios. Okay, as a business
mhm, mhm,
graduate, you have a very less skill development. So with this company as a CEO, I started understanding the corporate governance basics, the committees and strategies with my CS and all. So every day I learn something. Every day I
mhm,
should do it like that. And what I learn, I want to execute to balance the three important P's, which is profit, people, and planet. So with
mhm.
all my corporate governance, my CSR, my whatever the strategy I learned every day, I try to involve these three P's with a proper way. Okay. And to be honest, as a CEO, I'm telling this,
Mhm,
we are not promoted to do our job well.
mhm,
It's
mhm,
not
mhm,
the promotion is nothing like that. Like you have to do, means the job have to be done very well. We get promotion or we get responsibility to demonstrating the potential
mhm,
inside us.
mhm,
So we are hired because we made expectations.
mhm.
And you can say suppose I become a CEO or I get promoted uh, to exceeding the existing management set expectation.
Mhm, mhm.
So if I deliver more, the management will be more happy. So
Right.
it's always, in a board, to set a higher expectation is the key from my side as a CEO, as a operation drive.
Mhm.
And long-term goal with execution strategy is important. Obviously, we have some short-term goal, long-term goal. We have some goal-setting exercises between the board members and all. And there is always a key business strategy is I should say like that, best ever,
Mhm.
better best. So there is a synergy like glue, clue, luck, efforts, vision, mission statement, and then blend those strategy with the execution, which is a key role for development of any upcoming growth trajectory company, with a hard work, smart work, and finally time bound exercises.
Right.
So if you
Right.
can make your strategy with a Google luck and effort, with the hard work, with the smart work, and the time bound exercises, uh, learning is a contribution to your lifetime. You have to
Right.
learn, you have to execute. You maybe fail, you again learn and again execute. So with the boardroom, this is the synergy, because they help me to grow with my sometimes a real innovative strategy. We as a team, like the boards, CEOs and others, all employees grow. So that is the basic things which I follow.
Right. Wow. Wow. It's really insightful to hear how you navigate such complex and high stakes decision making, Mr. Chaudhary. Your emphasis on collaboration and governance really shows the dedication to building a sustainable ethical business. Mr. Chaudhary, as we approach the end of this insightful conversation, I would love to hear your thoughts on how your experience with Directors Institute has influenced your leadership journey, particularly in areas like ESG, corporate governance, and strategic decision making.
Yes, so again, I 50% already I have discussed with that being a techie of 2 decades of experience, hardcore marketing, so to understanding company bylaws, corporate governance lesson, which I am really grateful to DI and DI's management and the course module, how
Mhm.
uniquely they have designed the course, and how live sessions with the industry expertise who given us real life example, all real level, like Tata and Sons with Cyrus Mysteries and all, it's a boardroom, how the boardroom have to behave. So it's always enchanting to get those energy in the live sessions with the books to understand and rehearse, I should say like that. And
Mm-hmm.
any kind of techie who want to come and run a company from the CEO's role or CXO, CMO with a board management, this kind of course give a in-depth knowledge on CSR, the digital directorship, ESGs, which understand the value chain proposition of each equally important business module. I again
Right.
say connecting the dots. So DI help me as a person to connect those dots which I am little aloof, or I should say
Mm-hmm.
I was unaware. It was not my curriculum understanding in my education. So these connecting the dots was uh, as a void in my career. So now after completing this journey, and I should adapt the situation more better. I should give my more time bound answers to the board, to my investors, to my everything, my colleagues, on the particularly on the ESG. Obviously, this is my
Right.
key now as a drive. How government and how the rules and regulation bodies nowadays look upon on the companies.
Right.
Obviously, the corporate governance. I have now last 4 years I am managing, and I sharpened my tools with the I knowledge. And I should say those techies who are studied the engineering or business administration, they should have some surplus knowledge with this
Mm-hmm.
kind of curricular activity like DI propose,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which allow them to be a good leader, and to blend themselves with all kind of spices in their life, to have a taste savvy management hardcore leader for any kind of company. It's not about my company, but obviously as I have a limited gray hairs, so this kind of knowledge give me more passionate learning and resolve the day-to-day issues which I face as a CEO of a company.
Wow, wow. It's fantastic to hear how Directors Institute has played such a pivotal role in shaping your approach, Mr. Chaudhary. And that brings us to the end of today's episode, where we've been fortunate to dive deep into the remarkable journey of Mr. Arindam Chaudhary. To our listeners, we hope today's conversation inspired you as much as it did us. Whether you're leading a company, pursuing a career in corporate governance, or navigating the world of strategic decision making, there are lessons here that are bound to stay with you. Remember, leadership is a journey, not a destination, and it is one where every step forward is an opportunity to create lasting impact. Until next time, keep embracing the challenges, the learnings, and the joy that comes with making a difference in your own field. Thank you for tuning into FaceTime with Leaders by Directors Institute. We'll see you again in the next episode. Until then, stay inspired and keep leading the way. Thank you, Mr. Chaudhary, for being here with us, and thank you for the insights that you've provided to us. We
Thank you,
wish
Mr.
you
Rajesh
all
Joshi,
the
and
very best. Yeah, we wish you all the very best from Directors Institute here in all your endeavors.
thank you. Thanks a lot for covering me and my career path, and I am very happy to be here. And it's really a new experience what I gathered from DI, which is really a path-breaking process in my career. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.